Hey everyone, I'm Ashley and I'm bringing you another YouTube video. Today's topic, I want to talk a little bit about my thoughts as far as making my full-time job and leaving the other two jobs. So this will be a video where I just kind of like brain dump some information out and some things that I'm currently doing, which can obviously change, but these are some things that I'm currently doing to help make that a reality. So let's just get on into it. So ever since I've started my business, it started off as a hobby. And then when I rebranded to what I do now, I've been really taking it like full-blown serious. I have a website, got my LLC, just purchased my domain, investing a lot of money into vendor events, festivals, markets, and really trying to make a profit. I finished up my business workshop where I learned a lot about how to run my business as a business. The ins and the outs, the financials, the legality, the marketing, the accounting. I have QuickBooks, all of these things that you need to do to be able to run a successful small business. So once I started really having that mindset, I said, hey, I can do this full time. I look at, in Virginia, I look at that there are some soap stores. So there is a store in, I believe, Roanoke, and I believe all they do is soap making, as well as the owner goes around to different vendor events and markets and festivals. But I believe they also have like a physical shop where they sell soap and bath bombs and all of the same stuff that I sell. So it can be done in my home studio. And I look at people around the world too that are doing it, but it's just so inspiring to see somebody here in Virginia doing that. So I know it can be done. So I've really tried to, in my small business class, look at what do I need to make, how many items do I need to sell per month, per week, whatever it is, to be able to accomplish that. So we're going to get into that, but we're going to also get into a little bit of personal, because making my small business my full-time job, that's going to affect my personal bills and life and functioning as well too. So we're going to talk about both of those. So hang in there with me. If you are thinking about this type of transition in your life as well and you're planning for it, please comment below what you're thinking about, and if we agree on some of the same things, let me know. So one of the things that I looked at is this even possible? And yes, it is possible to do. It's definitely possible for me to do. Soap making and selling on my website by itself may not do it. So one of the things that I've started doing is having different revenue streams. Please go back through some of my videos as I've taken you through through this journey of different revenue streams. I've talked about my wholesale and my journey as far as getting accepted into fair. I've talked a little bit about consignment and then pulling back from consignment. I talked a little bit about wholesale in general when it comes to me reaching out to stores and doing my own wholesale contracts with them. I've also talked about markets, festivals, events. I've also talked about Etsy, Shopify. And now recently, in my most recent video, I talked about a soap making class. So these are all different revenue streams that have everything to do with my small business and adding income into my small business. I also recently started like a little, I guess it's like a subscription or ambassador. It's called ambassador program, where I'm hoping to get that kind of up and launching, to get my name out there and my brand up there. So I'm trying different things, and hopefully all of those things together with some time will help me be able to make this a full-time reality. Now let's jump to the personal stuff. So I've heard a lot when I talk to different people when they have left their full-time job or part-time job, whatever it was, to do their small business full-time. Well, one of the things that they talked about is to decrease as much debt as possible in your life. Keep your mortgage, but get rid of as much of the other stuff as possible. Credit cards, student loans, car payments, private loans, personal loans, whatever you got out there, this debt, try to decrease that as much as possible, because what you may end up having to do is live off of less running your own business so that you can reinvest into your business. So I've been looking at that, really honing down on this budget and trying to stick to it and trying to put all my ducks in a row when it comes to that, paying off a lot, and I've paid off a lot, but there is about one thing left that I need to pay off before I feel comfortable making that leap and decreasing my income drastically. So I'm really excited about that. Another thing that I'm kind of brainstorming is always, what things can I do to help increase my sales, whether it's more events. So even though now I'm not able to do all of the events I would love to do, I'm doing 30 a year, but I could be doing a whole lot more if this was my full-time job. So I'm just taking down some notes as events pop up and I can't do them because they're during the weekday, but eventually maybe I can do them. So I'm taking notes of that because that could be extra income coming in as well. I'll also look at, for my soap making class, there's a lot of time that goes into that, and I cannot invest that time Monday through Friday in that like I would if this was my full-time job. So I know that that money would also increase because I would be able to offer soap making more than just the summertime. I'd be able to offer it year round, which is a whole nother income that is a beautiful income as well that can add to my income overall. I'm also looking at that. I'm also looking at the fact that I can invest more time here on YouTube. I love it. I love doing the YouTube, especially now that I've gotten down semi-packed how to edit videos in a timely manner. I would love to do this as well. More videos, more reels, more shorts, more posts, all of those type of engagements. I would love to do more. And also over time, this may be also added income into my soap making business. So all of these different income streams play a part, and I'm just doing a lot of note taking and making sure that I am only spending what I need to spend in my business, not overspending. I think they call this the shiny object syndrome. I had it. I've been through it. I'm now entering, I believe, 6 months into my business. I'm out of that phase. And I finally hit a realization that I am only going to make what I need. So now currently, I just did my second event for this year and my shelves are stocked. And that is one, because I've been making a whole lot of product during my down season, January, February, and half of March. But also I took all of my products out of consignment and put them back on my shelves because I could probably sell them faster on my shelves than they can in the store when it comes to consignment. So I'm really excited about that. And hopefully this will last me a little while and I can just continue to stack up that money. Also, another side note is that January, February, and March, with me pushing out so much product to put on my shelves, I invested a ton of money just in January and February on labels, on containers, on ingredients. All of that stuff I have invested up front. Now it's time for me to start reaping the benefits, doing all of these events and gathering that money so that I can reinvest it back into my business. Also making sure that I am spending on what needs to be spent on when it comes to not doing ads, not doing any of this extra stuff, not adding more products, not adding more scents besides the seasonal ones that I have already committed to and purchased. Not going out getting more Christmas seasoning, fragrances and more fall fragrances, focusing on what I have and using this first year to kind of test out and see what do people like, what don't people like as much. And that goes along with doing events and doing markets and getting out there, looking at your customers face to face and seeing what draws their eye in, because what I think may draw your eye in may not draw your eye in. And so let's take the last event that I just did. I noticed a lot of people gravitated toward that lavender. Now, I had heard lavender is a popular scent. If you want to have a successful business in this type of business, lavender is a must scent for you because everybody loves lavender. Males, females, and anybody in between love lavender. So I saw at the last event, lavender was a hit. The event prior to that, my donut soaps were a hit. You just never know. So I'm really excited to kind of look over these next few months and see what is a hit at what population, with what town, what's going to sell the most. I don't know. And I'm also going to start looking into, like, if stuff doesn't sell well this year, do I need to continue to do it next year? Whether it's scents, whether it's certain products. And I say all that because all of that is going to help me, having a plan basically is going to help me be able to make this a full-time reality instead of just spending wildly in my business. These are the things that I have been taking into consideration, as well as just trying to prepare myself mentally for this change and giving myself a timeline. Instead of just saying, eventually I want to make this my full-time job, actually putting a time limit and making myself be accountable. If I say in July 2025 or June 2025, that is it for me. I'm taking this on full time, and that's just what it is. Then I know that I have a deadline. I need to have all of my ducks in a row, all of my debt paid off. My business plan needs to be on point. I need to be really trying to see some actual profit and income coming into my business between now and June 2025. Having that goal, having that mindset, marketing my business tail off is huge. Making sure everybody knows All Things Mental Health by Ashley. If you see me, you know me. And that's kind of the way it's going, whether it's Virginia, whether it's California. I'm trying to get out there and just really market myself, because you never know what it's going to take. You never know if you reach out to a boutique that you found on Facebook in California that they may not want to purchase from you. You just never know. And so trial and error as well is huge, and figuring out what works and what doesn't work in all realms of your business. So that's what I'm doing as I'm trying to prepare myself. I'm also trying to just be very save friendly, saving my money in ways that I can save it for that big leap. So with all of that combined, and I'm sure some other stuff that I haven't even thought about yet, but with all of that combined, a good plan, staying focused, getting my personal life finances in the best position possible, and just staying focused and really enjoying the ride. Because even though I would love to do this full time, it will come. It will happen. And in the meantime, just enjoying the ride and just making the most of my small business where it's at currently and where it's going to go. Dreaming about the day where I can be here in front of you, as I've said before, letting you know, hey, like, this is my first week as a full-time soap maker, and be able to do a vlog of that and showing you through that is just so amazing. And I can't wait for that day to be able to do that with y'all. And please like and subscribe to this channel if you look forward to seeing that day too, because I'm very much a leap by faith person. I have leaped in my personal life when it comes to jobs that didn't align with my values or my morals or didn't mesh well with me. I have leaped right off the cliff and by faith, and didn't even know if I had another job secured, but I knew that that job wasn't safe or this job wasn't that, and I needed to get out. And I'm a faith person, I'm a God person, and God has always like made a way for me when I leaped off of faith. And so I'm really looking forward to leaping by faith again as I do my small business full time and just do the best that I can. And the good thing about it is that I can give myself a year doing it full time, and if it doesn't help, like if the income isn't where it needs to be, I can always work part-time and do counseling part-time. But in the meantime, I'm just focused on getting my business to where it needs to be, getting the sales up on Etsy, my sales up on Shopify, my presence known at events, sales up in events. And I think it will do well. I think it will do well because I have faith in myself. I have faith in my business, and that's the best that I can do. So if you like video chats like this, where I kind of just brain dump some content that's on my mind and on my heart, please like and subscribe to this video, and I will see you at the next video. Bye.